Indeed, another one bites the dust. The mighty Malt has fallen. We had such high hopes for him, but Colton was sitting right here next to me, and he did seem like he had a good game plan. So fair play to him. Coming up next, we have Godson against the mighty Mightyrone. And before we get underway, let's take a quick look at how Godson prepared for this.
I don't eat, I don't sleep. I've actually been training for 3 days nonstop. It's been hurting my upload schedules with YouTube, but it's been worth it because the training's been paying off, and I think now I should be ready to at least hold my own, against some of these top guys.
Our next player hails from Southgate. Will he be clever enough to survive the fray? That will depend on his battle deck, his guile, and his ability to deal with our YouTubers' incessant talking. We give you Mightyrone. But no secret identity can disguise the fact that this YouTuber wants to make off with the glory and the King's Cup. Give it up for Godson!
All right, Godson versus Mightyrone into the 6th matchup that we're going to be seeing.
Yep.
What do you guys know about these players?
Well, I've known Godson for a long time, and what he spoke to in that short clip is definitely what's going on in a lot of these content creators' minds. They're either streaming, they're creating videos daily. It makes it tough. I mean, people look at YouTubers and go, hey, you make a 10-minute video once a day. What do you do the rest of the time? But between gameplay, editing, recording, it takes up a lot of time and interacting with people on social media.
Yeah.
So it's true. You don't have that much time. You don't have as much time as you would think to practice and prepare for something like this.
I mean, what Godson said, though, he said he's been practicing a lot, and it's been, affecting his uploads here. So I feel like he's been really trying his best to get something different from what everyone is playing here. So I have high hopes for him.
I mean, it's crazy, though. Godson said that he's been practicing for 3 days, and I know from pros and different other esports that they train for months and months and months, right? They never stop playing.
Exactly.
And maybe that's what we're going to be seeing with Mightyrone here.
Yep, I'm not real familiar with Mightyrone and
I'm not too
his
familiar with his
background.
gameplay here, but it should be interesting to see what he's going to be pulling out here.
Well, let's see right now. I believe we have game 1 getting started right now, guys. It is Godson versus Mightyrone in the 6th set.
Let's see how they started off over here.
The YouTubers definitely cheering for their compatriot, Godson. There he is in the blue against the mighty Mightyrone.
Godson, don't let your family down.
I know.
All right, let's see.
There we go.
Have max elixir.
We've seen another standoff at the start, both players.
I'm not sure if they're not able to
Sitting
put
at
anything
10,
down.
who's going to make the leading move here?
Okay, there we go. Godson starting off with the
and that may be why. We don't see a lot of good cards at the start. He hates to have to drop something like that right at the beginning.
Interesting. Godson has full elixir. He's definitely at least wasted 1 or 2.
Yep. Mega Minions again.
I mean, some people will go ahead and just drop so they don't have anything, maxed out on their elixir, but it seems like we're waiting for the right moves. Oh, Godson coming in right away with such an aggressive start.
That was a great lightning spell, though. Tombstone, Mega Minion, and the tower. So that was well
incredible,
done.
incredible trade
Check
right
out
there.
the surprise on the right-hand side.
That does get a successful hit.
Got just 1, and he's got about 400 off both towers so far.
And he did get himself a good damage on that. But we have ourselves a giant and a muskie. But the thing is, the musketeer's in front.
Yep. Skeleton Army quickly takes out the musketeer, and the giant
absolutely melts the giant before he can even make it to a chance.
And now the Skeleton Army works on stalling out the Mega Minion long enough that Godson's Mega Minion takes out Mytyrone's Mega Minion.
I think his Mega Minion might actually be able to get some successful hits, and it almost does.
Yeah, now it's going to turn on that bowler, get a little bit of damage done on the bowler. We saw the giant and the bowler split in different lanes earlier. Oh,
did we just see a single lightning?
Yeah, that was a lightning just on the tower. I don't know if that was an attempt at a psychic lightning spell.
I mean, that sometimes does work out to the betterment, but that I feel like that might damage him a little bit here with that elixir disadvantage because it didn't do it positive.
To drop 6 elixir just for that damage on the tower alone.
He's keeping the musketeer very busy. That was a very good play, only allowing 1 hit.
That was a good move, only 1 shot. Mightyrone closed the gap a little bit now, though. He's got about 700 off that right tower.
We're 2 seconds away from double elixir here, so it's definitely going to get sped up right now.
Yep, and we got 2 cards unseen from both players. Mightyrone, though, we've seen the giant and the bowler. Godson with a log. There we go. The log in, and the Hog Rider's going to go after the Tombstone.
All right, let's see. I don't think the Hogs will be able to get a chance.
No.
But a lightning once again.
Got the
with
Mega Minion
such-
again.
Yes.
Yeah, now that was a good lightning. I
He
like
got
that
a Mega Minion, a tower, and a little bit of damage on that Giant right
that's
there.
just bonus right there. To get that damage on the Giant is just a little bit of bonus. Mega Minion going to work on the Giant.
Arrow's not allowing that Princess to get anything, but that log coming in right there also getting some more damage.
Good log. A second Giant down, though. A second Giant already.
He's been able to slike him.
That Inferno Tower is going to have to work overtime, but it's going to go down quickly.
Once again, see a lightning here. Also on his side.
Skeleton Army did a great job of controlling the Musketeer and the Bowler.
Got
The Giant get some damage, though.
Both of the opponents here, 10 seconds down overtime, but they both have pretty close HP on each tower here.
That Hog Rider not gonna get anything done there.
No, that Hog is
stalled
not.
by the Bowler and then off on the Tombstone. It's looking tough right now. Godson's got that Inferno Tower. Look at the Tyrone dropping the Giant way back there. You can see he's planning ahead. He wasn't worried about that current push. He's focusing on the next push as that Giant closes.
Yep, Arrow's coming right away to stop that Princess from having any chance. A lightning once again.
299. So one more lightning. If Godson could just cycle to the lightning again,
he's got this one in the bag.
He's got to, but he's got a lot of pressure here. Can he hold this off and cycle at the same time? Maybe one more card's got to go down.
If that Giant gets
six
through,
lightning though, he needs 6 elixir.
He does not allow it. And lightning comes in. If that Bowler gets it,
he couldn't get it in.
Mightyrone brings it back.
Oh my gosh.
Whew. Close game, guys. Tyrone taking it off of Godson. I thought Godson was going to have it that entire game.
Yeah, all he had to do was just cycle through, and he would have been able to get that win with the lightning right there.
I'm pretty sure he had the lightning in his hand at that point, but if you watch his elixir bar, it was at like 5.5 when he lost that tower.
And he felt like he needed to defend, which I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing right there.
That's such a tough call. You're defending, you're trying to slow, mitigate damage a little bit on your tower, just long enough to get back to the lightning spell, and it just couldn't happen.
He had to pick either, defend or push it through.
Well, I always like to know what you guys have to say about the games, but I also want to know what you all think about the games. Hashtag Kings Cup on Twitter, everyone. Keep up with the conversation, guys. Let us know what you think and who you want to win the $25,000. But to get to that $25,000, they got to make it through the round of 16, guys. And I believe we actually have game 2 coming up very soon. Again, it is Godson versus Tyrone. Tyrone leading 1-0.
We have to see some different changes here. You know what we haven't actually seen? A Royal Giant. I haven't seen that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But we also haven't seen siege decks.
That's
I'm
true.
a little bit surprised based upon the way the meta's been recently. We've seen a lot of Expo and even Furnaces. We haven't seen a lot of Furnace use today.
Yeah, we have not. That's a very limited card. All right, we're starting up once again. Both of them, this is very weird. They both have max elixir, and they're just waiting for the first one to go. Princess right off the bat getting some good chip damage.
Now Godson is masked up, so we'll see if that affects his gameplay here. There it is, Tyrone bringing out the siege deck. First use of the Expo that we've seen today. That Mega Minion right on top of it, but not before the Expo.
That Hog right there is going to go ahead and stop it through, but that Expo does get some significant damage, but that Mega Minion's going to get through.
Yeah, that's going to be at least 2 shots. Yep, there's 2 shots, and look at that. That's a lot of damage per swipe from the Mega Minion. 1580 on that tower, so Godson surprisingly getting the Mega Minion through.
After even having an Expo go down, he still gets himself successful damage.
Let's go.
We were talking about the emergence of a siege deck, so here we see it, but now Godson knows it's there.
He knows exactly what to anticipate, so I feel like he's going to really build up himself on defense.
You can see Godson's run full on elixir. This is probably the way I feel when I'm playing against an Expo deck like this, is I'm much more likely to play more conservatively, to save up more elixir, because it's just so critical to stop it from locking onto the tower.
Godson once again going with the lightning, and I feel that maybe he might have dropped that Inferno too early, but let's see how that works out for him here.
Inferno's seen some damage. It's going to lock onto the Mega Minion eventually. Oh, that Ice Spirit though. Man, the Mega Minion got into the tower, got 1 shot. The Bowler will get 1 as well.
You have quite a bit of elixir on Godson's side. I would not be surprised if we see once again an Expo.
Counting down, long deployment time. Hog Rider's going to get in. Oh, I like the Ice Spirit.
That's a very good combination right there. Allowing him to pretty much take it out.
1 more. Doesn't quite get the shot, and here we go.
Oh, that is liquidating the tower down.
200, 300, about 350 in damage just from the Expo.
We're running down to 55 seconds. Double elixir is now in here, and this is going to be one of those games where we're going to see lots of cycling through. This could still be anyone's game.
Godson trying to get the Hog Rider in this time. Fireball
Fireball
good placement too. You got to consider the
allows to
pushback.
get a hit.
Yep, and here comes the Expo. It's protected by the guards and the Mega Minion this time.
That was a very aggressive push right there.
Yeah, but the Expo locked on, even Lightning is going to manage to
Taking the tower down to just a measly
35.
35 HP here.
Yeah, so we're talking about a log, and there's the log.
This hog is going to need to get at least one hit if he wants to have a chance to bring it back here.
The bowler is just going to brutalize that hog.
That hog does successfully get one hit.
394. Where's Godson's lightning spell?
He's going to need a cycler through right now. He needs to drop a log.
He's got the log. He's got to get the log in.
6 seconds left. If the log does not go down, it's over. 3, 2, 1. The log takes his last second.
1 second left. But you've got the Expo locked on. We've got another 3 minutes of overtime, and Godson sacrificed so much damage on that left tower.
But he had no
tie it
choice,
up.
though. He needed to cycle that log out. Absolutely quick gameplay right there.
So Godson's left tower cut in half, and here comes another Expo.
I don't think he's going to have... The answer is going to be that lightning
princess.
right there.
Oh, the log just annihilated that skeleton army.
And it's going to get too many hits. That's uncomfortable hitting home right there.
600. 524 left on that tower, so that is tough.
Godson cannot allow him to get any more pushes with that Expo.
Oh, the
and the
Inferno
Inferno coming out right there. Mega Minion does get only one measly hit.
Yeah, that's tough. Those center deployment units right there, Royal Giant, Hog Rider right in the middle like that. Tyrone was ready for it, though.
Godson's
He knew it was coming.
having full elixir right now. He's just waiting for the right moment, because if an Expo does go down, he's going to get decimated.
There it is. Yep. Once again, Godson was ready. Inferno Tower goes right to work on the Expo.
He is not allowing that.
Spell, and it's gone. Princess cross lane defending that Mega Minion's closing in, though. Not going to get there. Not going to get there.
Godson's playing him very hard right now.
Yeah, that bowler's just about to... Will he get a bolt? Will he get a shot off?
No, he defends it just well
Nice.
enough.
Clutch Princess from the opposite lane, but another Expo goes down.
Yep, but he goes ahead and answers it right away with an Inferno.
Oh, and the log. The Princess
He
still
drops log,
working
anticipating
overtime.
a skeleton army right here, but there was none.
There comes
but
the
it's
Expo
gonna be
and
an
the
over.
fireball. Man, so close.
That was close.
That
So
was
why don't we see Expo more?
Why do we don't see it?
It seemed to work really well right there.
Yeah, it did, but that's if you can't like cycle it through. Like Godson was playing very hard on defending it, but you know, he slipped through the cracks right there.
Yeah, I mean, you get the Expo to lock on. I mean, the thing about the Expo, it has such a long deployment time, but if you can manage to have like that one instance where you saw the guards moving forward, the Expo's being deployed as the guards are coming up, and right as the Expo goes into action, the guards are right there to protect it.
Yeah.
And it's movements like that, it's next level gameplay that's gonna crush a lot of these guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, it just takes a long deployment time, so you know, you get the time to think about what you're gonna do to stop it through.
Well, I'm really excited to see the next set, guys. Let's head back over to Sean at the host desk.